YouTube just dropped the biggest algorithm update that I've personally ever seen them drop, and I've been doing YouTube for over 6 years. And if you implement the 5 things that I share with you in this video, it's gonna skyrocket your growth right now before 2026, because you need to make sure that you're going through, you're turning on these settings, and you're changing your focus to the things that actually matter that are gonna help you get more views and grow faster, especially if you're a small channel. In fact, these tips just helped this creator get over 500,000 subscribers, this creator almost 200,000 subscribers, and this creator over 80,000 subscribers, and you could grow faster too if you make these changes. Change number 1 is you need to completely change your YouTube short strategy right now, and you need to begin ranking for search. What do I mean by this? 1, you need to know exactly what your ideal audience is searching for. 2, you need to start making content that has 2026 in the title. And you know what you're thinking, Rob, we're not in 2026 yet, but guess what? The people that begin to post about 2026 in December are going to be the people that rank for search, and then as a result, you're gonna get more views and you're gonna get more subscribers all 2026. Let me explain. Because now what you're gonna notice is when you come over to YouTube and you come to your homepage, you're gonna get shown a lot more shorts. In addition to that, if we come over here and we look at something like NFL highlights for this week, what you're gonna notice is that whenever you search for something now, you're gonna get shown the normal long form content, but then after that, you are going to get shown tons of shorts. As we can see right here, there are tons of them, recently uploaded shorts, and we can see that there's a bunch, and these are all from small channels. So basically what YouTube is doing right now is if you're a small channel and you upload shorts, it is going to show up under this recent tab right here, and this is going to help you get more views, get more exposure, and rank for search on YouTube. And I personally have ranked up for search on YouTube with literally hundreds of videos that have the majority of the time gone viral. For example, this video right here, 1.2 million views. If we come over to any analytics, we could see 95% of the traffic comes from search. And I want to show you the reason that this happened. The reason that this happened is because this video is a how-to video. If you're doing search related content, you need 2 things to show up in the title. 1, the year to show relevance, ideally, or 2, it needs to be a how-to video. So we have this right here, and the keyword on this video is going to be changing thumbnail. So if we come over here and look at change thumbnail, we could see that it shows up multiple times in my tags, it shows up in my description here, and it shows up in my title here, and that's the reason that this video was able to rank for search. And if you create content about the search terms that your ideal audience is searching for with the keyword in the title, in the description, in the tags, and you put 2026 in the video, guess what's going to end up happening? You're going to end up getting more views, and this is going to help you rank for search. On top of that, you need to make sure you fill out this category correctly if you're doing how-to content. If your content is how-to, you want this to say education and then type how-to, and it helps the video rank for search. Change number 2 is you need to make sure that you're turning on some new settings that YouTube just released, both on your account and every video you upload. Okay, now the first settings I want to bring your attention to is if we come over into settings right here, you then click on channel, you click on advanced settings, scroll all the way down, you're going to see hype. You need to make sure that's turned on. In addition to that, this video quality enhancement, this is brand new. You want to make sure that this is turned on, and clips, you want to make sure that this is turned on. So basically, these 4 things at the bottom right here, you want to make sure are turned on because this is going to help YouTube increase the quality of your content, and this is going to help your audience push out your content even more by potentially clipping your content or hyping your content, which are massive signals to the YouTube algorithm that they need to push out more of your content. And the more you can get your audience to do this before 2026, the higher the odds that your channel is going to skyrocket. In addition to that, on each video that you upload, you need to make sure that you have a few things correct. First and foremost, if we scroll down here, you want to make sure that you are not filling this out unless your content is actually AI generated or you have something AI generated in there. I would recommend just not touching this at all. In addition to that, if we scroll up a little more, no, it's not made for kids should be what you are selecting unless you are directly uploading children's content. In addition to that, automatic chapters turned on, featured places turned on, automatic concepts turned on. If we scroll down here, you also want to make sure that you allow embedding. You want to make sure that automatic dubbing is turned on. You want to make sure that shorts remixing is turned on, both for audio and for video. And what these settings are going to do is help your audience, help you increase the views that you get. Change number 3 is you need to make sure that you are only posting about topics that YouTube actually wants to push out in your niche for small channels. And lucky for you, it's actually easier than ever before for you to be able to view this, and it's not going to be something that YouTube's analytics are going to tell you or that you'll be able to see in your YouTube search results. Instead, you need to use this special tool because I'm telling you, this is going to make it way easier for you to get views. Okay, so let's say that you are going to be uploading content about something like affiliate marketing. And by the way, this works literally for everything that you could think of. So what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to type in affiliate marketing, and you're going to see all the content that gets shown are from big channels, right? This one right here, 850K subscribers, million subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. These aren't the videos that you want to compete against. So instead, what you need to do is use a tool like vidIQ. In fact, vidIQ is the only tool that can do this. You're going to download this and click on filters right here. This is going to allow you to change this so that you can only get shown shorts. If you wanted to see this for long form, you'd be able to do this, but this video is about the YouTube Shorts algorithm, so we're only going to be looking at shorts. In addition to that, we could change how many subscribers these channels have. What I would do is I would recommend that you put this at about 60,000. Click on load more right here. And then what this is going to show you is what type of content is getting small channels in your niche the most views. And something that's really cool that this is showing is that this video is about 2021, still getting views. So if you made it about 2026, you would get views. I would take this title right here, do it for 2026. I would take this title right here, do it for 2026. I would do this title right here, do it for 2026. Same with this one. Same with this one. As you can see here, there's a bunch of outdated content that's still getting views, and what this shows you is there is a massive opportunity, especially if you don't have a lot of subscribers, to recreate this content with the same title except add 2026, and then as a result, you're going to rank for search and you're going to get more views on YouTube because YouTube is looking for more relevant content about this, and obviously they're pushing these videos out. This person only has 5,000 subscribers, got over 100,000 views. This person has less than 10,000 subscribers, got over 250,000 views, and there are tons of people under here that don't have a lot of subscribers that are getting a lot of views, and you could talk about the same topics and replicate their results. And the best part about vidIQ is you could go to the pinned comment below and get started with it today for only $1. Please don't let $1 be the difference between you getting the growth that you want to on YouTube and you finally hitting your goals in 2026 versus you continuing to flop, because without their tool, you're never going to know what kind of content YouTube is pushing for small channels in your niche. So what are you waiting for? Get it right now at the pinned comment below. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. Now, change number 4 is you need to make sure that you're creating content that's actually in the right length, because if you are posting content that is the wrong length on YouTube right now, they could be classifying your content the wrong way, especially if you're uploading shorts, because not all shorts are created equal. Let me explain. Okay, so once you actually know what kind of content you're going to upload, for example, let's take this one right here, best affiliate marketing websites. The next thing you're going to want to do is you are going to want to come into your YouTube studio. You're then going to click on analytics. You're going to click on trends right here. And what this is going to allow you to do is do a search for whatever topic you're going to be uploading on. And then what you want to do is click on show all right here, click on shorts, and you want to look at what length these videos are. Now, a really easy thing that you could do is you can take a screenshot of this right here, and then you're going to pull up ChatGPT. You are then going to drop this screenshot in here, and you are going to say, based on the length of these videos, if I made a video on the same topic, what length should I make mine? And then what this is going to do is this is going to analyze this, and this is going to tell you what length you should make your content. So we can see right here that it's saying all the viral videos are short. They're from 9 to 17 seconds. There's one outlier that's 30 seconds, but this recommends making the content 11 to 17 seconds because most of the videos in this niche that pass 100K to 500K views fall in this range. But please never just ask ChatGPT this blindly. You need to give it data like what I just did with this screenshot so that it actually knows and understands what kind of content is ranking under there, because this is the type of content that YouTube is showing you in the analytics. You just take these lengths right here, and this is going to allow you to know the perfect length to make your YouTube content for a specific topic. And remember, if we choose a different topic like Pinterest affiliate marketing or ChatGPT or fishing, or we talk about fashion, this is going to completely change what type of length it should be. And even within your niche, it's going to change depending on the topic you're uploading about. And then change number 5 is you need to make sure that you're focused on the right analytics, and lucky for you, there are only 3 analytics that matter right now on YouTube, and it's easier than ever before for you to be able to hit these because they just lower the threshold that you need to hit, which is pretty cool. Okay, so the first thing that you need to be checking is going to be the views per hour on whatever topic you're going to be posting about. For example, the Panthers won yesterday, I believe. So I'm going to type in Panthers highlights. We're going to come over to filters right here. We're going to make sure that this is on shorts. We want to make sure that this is on people with low subscribers. I'm going to click on load more videos so that we get a few more views right here. But essentially, with the first thing that you want to look at is how many views per hour the topic that you're uploading on is getting. Now, this is all going to be relative. So let's say that we could upload about the Panthers, or we could upload about the 49ers. This is going to completely change how many views per hour these videos are getting. And we could see that these videos are actually getting less views per hour than the Panthers video. So if I was uploading NFL content, at this point, I'm going to choose to upload about the Panthers. So I would then go through and do that. Now, that's not the only analytic you need to be paying attention to, because also what you need to see is if you come into shorts, there are 2 things that you want to look at. So if we filter this by views right here, and let's say that we look at this video right here, 1.2 million views, the reason it got so many views is because of these 2 metrics right here, and this is what YouTube actually just made easier. So this stayed to watch needs to be over 70%. That is non-negotiable. If you're not hitting 70%, your video is not going to go viral. Now, the second thing is you need to make sure that your average view duration is within 80% of the length of your content. Now, if your video is going to be really short, like less than 15 seconds, your average view duration needs to be higher than the length of the video. But for right now, just aim for 80%. So this is a 23-second video. So if we do 23 times 0.8, this is going to show us that we need an average view duration of at least 18.4. I would round that up to 19, so it needs to be at least 19 seconds. This was 20 seconds with a stayed to watch over 70%. And this right here has a high views per hour. And then as a result, the video ends up going viral. We got 1.2 million views on it. And if you hit those same exact analytics on your post and choose high views per hour content, you could go viral too. Now, if you're serious about growing faster on YouTube in 2026, and you finally want to get monetized, or you want to grow the same exact way that I help this creator grow, and this creator grow, and this creator grow, well, I want to work with you one-on-one to make growing on YouTube easy for you. If that sounds interesting, check out this video right here where I walk through the 3 different ways that we can work together, and I can tell you everything that you need to do in order to take the guesswork out of growing on YouTube. I'll see you over there.